Welcome in, guys. Another episode of No One to Blame. Football is back. Let's fucking go. This episode is brought to you by Kayak Pools. Kayak Pools is your hassle-free pool experience to turn your backyard into a fun and relaxing family destination. Kayak Pools. We're also brought to you by Bet US. You guys have heard us talk about this for weeks and weeks. Every line we're pulling off the show tonight is from Bet US. We grabbed them from right around 7 p.m., so they're as fresh as they get. Hot and fresh off the press. Bet US, guys, promo code DUE, D-U-E. They're offering 125% match on your first 3 deposits. They got everything, guys. Prop builder, live casino, race books. They've got everything you need to have a fun, successful gambling season. Let's go. Bet US. Promo code DUE, D-U-E. I'm excited, Kev. I'm excited. Let's just start the show. If you follow us on Twitter, guys, you know that we had 3 plays. Okay, let me rewind. 2 plays that we wrote together, 1 play each. I'm so excited I can't even talk.
You're flustered. Got you flustered. That TD got you flustered.
The Baltimore Ravens opened the season up with a touchdown by Derrick Henry. We played Derrick Henry anytime touchdown minus 126. First scoring play of the game, Baltimore touchdown plus 210. Cash that shit. Let's go. Can't get any better than that, Kev. 2 for 2.
And the Chiefs are losing, so we're good.
Bittersweet. And
all right.
Monster play right there to Rashee Rice. All right, fantasy, let's go.
I'm going to have to stay focused with this game going on in the background.
We're doing our best, guys. We're doing our best.
Yeah. Hey, football goes on. The show must go on. We'll get them both done.
Oh, we're excited. We're excited. Hey, I got one sound before we get in our news and notes just to commemorate that awesome hit. Oh, you love to hear it.
It's good.
You love to hear it. Kev, news and notes, man. I know there's not a whole lot going on, but, football started. Anything noteworthy before we get into Sunday?
Just a couple things going into the full slate on Sunday. Kyle Pitts limited at practice Wednesday with a hamstring.
Ooh.
Fantasy owners beware. That ain't good. Not me.
Listen, I drafted Pitts everywhere. Chiefs just scored.
Xavier Worthy.
The Bills should have drafted Xavier Worthy.
There goes your rant.
Fucking save it. Kyle Pitts, I drafted him everywhere. He's fine.
Nope.
He's fine. He's limited. If you go and look at the actual report, it's nothing. He's going to be fine from what I saw. Did you see something different?
No, but I think he's fragile. I think he won't be fine.
Kyle Pitts season, baby.
Yeah. We got a fragile quarterback, Achilles, too. Yeah.
You might have to get some styrofoam down there in the A, baby.
ATL's getting small. Trent Williams finalized deal to end his holdout. So he's back. Interesting to see, Monday night if he's going to be playing like always. He's going to be playing every snap. They're going to kind of rotate him in.
I think so, man. I think he's going to be. So you're telling me that these pro athletes, 1, weren't getting ready before camp, and 2, because they're holding out, that they're not working out at all?
No, he'll be good.
Do you know what I mean? Like Jamar Chase, right? We had Jamar Chase. He just came back to practice, right? So if you grabbed him in your fantasy draft in the late first round, kudos to you. He's going to be a stud this year. He's back at practice. They're going to get something done, guys. They will. But these guys are pro athletes. They get paid to be athletes. It's not like they're sitting on their couch eating bonbons. You know what I mean?
The only thing I would say against that is, working out on your own is never the same as getting the pads on and hitting.
Dude,
but
I agree. But you're telling me as a multi-million-dollar athlete, like these guys aren't going in their backyard doing wind sprints, dude.
Also, I tell you, if there's any player you could pick up off the couch and throw him into the line, it's Trent Williams.
I agree.
Only other thing I got, Rico Dowdle. It's kind of a shocker here, a little bit. Expected to be the running back 1 in Dallas ahead of Zeke.
I love that.
Drafted Dowdle with my second to last pick or third to last pick yesterday. So that's I like to hear that.
No, I love that too. He's a more explosive back. He's got youth on his side. He's a 3-down back too, right? That's the most important part here for Dallas. They kind of were doing this committee for several years, and it kind of worked for him, kind of not, depending on what your metric is for success. I would say not. And then they go full bore Pollard last year. Dowdle, I think Dowdle could tote the rock and be a 3-down back for them. He needs his opportunity, though. Like, how many targets and how many carries is Zeke and a vulture? You know,
I worry about Zeke, maybe some goal line, maybe taking a little bit of that away, but yeah.
Side note, it's September, dude. I got a pumpkin beer right now. I don't want to hear it in the comments. Don't at me. It's spooky season, dude. Spooky season, going 2 for 2 to open the season on them bets. Let's go.
All right. Yep. That's all we got. News and notes.
Hang on, real quick. We don't need to talk about 2 of our bets because they already cashed. I also played a teaser tonight. I played Baltimore +9 over 40.5. Guys, you're going to see this a little bit. Kevin and I like to play stuff earlier in the week when the lines first come out. Attaboy. Let's go. We like to play these guys early in the week. When the lines first come out, that's when you can find your biggest disparity, right? Your line versus their line. Find value in it early, guys. They're going to change. So the line went up to 47. I saw 47.5 in some places. It was 46.5. I teased it down to 40.5. 14-14 in the first quarter. We like that. I'm sorry, 7-7 in the first quarter. We like that. So Baltimore +9 over 40.5. Go check out Twitter. We tweeted the graphic out. All our plays are going to be there. Kev, what did you like in this Thursday night game?
Yeah, the only same thing. I hit my 2, same 2 you hit. Only other thing I had was 46.5, the under. 2 early touchdowns. I don't like that, but we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the game's not going to go at that pace. It just won't. 2 really proud defenses here. I know Baltimore lost like 3 of their defensive coaches, but
yeah,
it's going to be tough, but I think they'll be all right. Maybe not though. Kansas City seemed to go down there pretty easily.
Hey, I'll take 2 of my. I'll take 2 of the 3. I'll roll with that.
You're looking for a 24-20 game is what you need. Something in that range.
Yep.
24-21. That'll get you home. All right. Real quick, guys. So on this show, we're going to be recapping Thursday night show. We're going to be recapping the college football from last week. Every Thursday, we'll be recapping. We'll be doing that on the Monday show. What am I talking about? We're going to be previewing college football on this show. We're going to be previewing Sunday and Monday night football. And then on Monday's show, that's going to be new, everyone. Monday's show, we'll be going live every Monday, recapping the markets from the previous week, right? So because we had no Monday show, that's what got me twisted up.
Yep.
Had no Monday show. We're going to recap our college football bets. Before Sunday night, I was on fire, man. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I was going good. 7-3 head into Sunday night, and then I had 2 losers on LSU. LSU stinks. That's the notes that I have. LSU is trash. Bring back Ed Ogeron. Go Tiger. 7-5 is what I won on college bets last week. We're in the black there. I'm not going to complain too much, but LSU stinks. Kev, how did college football week 1 treat you?
Not good. 2-5. I lost the Minnesota moneyline game on a missed field goal at the buzzer.
Nice.
I hit the Clemson Georgia under for Fresno State plus 21.5. But yeah, overall, not a good winners. Day. Not a good day. Not a good day.
Long season, man. Long season. So perfect segue. Kev, college football week 2. I see you got 4 bets here. Who are you taking? Who you like? Let us know.
Yep.
What's up?
Yep, I got Texas minus 7.5.
Going to the big house.
Yep. I got Oklahoma State minus 7.5.
Yep.
And I have South Carolina's plus 10. They're playing Kentucky. Man, it's going to take me a couple weeks to get even these teams who have easy SEC schedules. They're not easy. Like, dude, the SEC is going to be a gauntlet, man.
Kev, South Carolina barely beat Old Dominion last year, and you got them going on the road to Kentucky. They're going to lose by 2 touchdowns at least.
Plus 10.
All right. Fair enough.
Illinois plus 5.5.
Okay. Who do you even know who they're playing? I don't want to put you on the spot here.
Nope, put me on the spot. They're playing Northwestern.
They're getting 5.5.
Yeah, I'm double checking. I'm almost pretty sure it's Northwestern.
I think I like that too, but I love Northwestern's. Dude, Northwestern's coaches are awesome. I believe they both came from the FCS, North Dakota or South Dakota State. I don't remember which one. Several Dakotas out there. Northwestern, that's a tricky one.
No. Stop. Illinois, Kansas. Sorry.
Dude, Northwestern guys, go bet them.
Hit that.
All right. You guys are going to notice a theme all season, dude. I'm a sucker. I love teasers. Whatever. I got 3-team teaser. BYU plus 20.5. Iowa plus 7.5. Utah minus 4. I'm playing Iowa on the money line minus 140. Iowa State, I believe. In Iowa, bet the under probably. It's probably hanging like 36 or something like that. I got Texas State money line minus 118. I believe they're going up against UTSA. Boise State plus 21. You guys will also see that I like to buy a half point here and there. So the juice on that's minus 120. I got Utah at home. Dude, Utah at home is a wagon. Utah laying 14 at home.
It's against Baylor, right?
Yeah. You might want to play the alt minus 21 there. Utah it's going to be bad for Baylor. So here's a trendy pick, and our data guy sent me something without even knowing that I took this, but Colorado plus 7.5. So Colorado's getting 95% of the money on the spread and the money line for this game. That's the stat he just sent me before we went live. So, do what you will with where the money splits are. I was just listening to Bear Bets today. Great show. And, free Pacheco. No free plugs, but they were talking about money splits, and it's like, sure, there's trends, but if you like a team, don't look at the money splits. Like the public and sharps were all over Kansas City tonight. They were all over Kansas City in the Super Bowl last year. You can't just fade the public because it's you can't just blindly fade them. It's not a winning strategy long term. You have to do.
If it was that easy, everybody be making money.
And that's exactly what they said, right? So moving on, that was Colorado at Nebraska, which, dude, that's going to be an awesome game. I think Nebraska is going to put a beat down on them, but
it's an old school
7.5. Dude,
that's old school rivalry
right there. Yeah. I think there could be some points scored there. I think Colorado in the trenches is better than what people think. They're not going to get as pushed around. They played an FCS school last week, but they played a juggernaut FCS school. Like some of those dudes in the offensive and defensive line for North Dakota State could be in the NFL. So I got Washington State money line minus 130. The Mike Leach Bowl, RIP. But I love Wazoo at home minus 130. So Did something a little interesting here. I've been playing. There's so many teaser odds, guys. Bet US promo code DUE, DUE, 125% promo match on your deposits. 6.6 team teaser, right? So 6 legs, 6 points, guys, plus 550 odds. What could go wrong? All right, we're going to rattle them off. Texas minus 1.5. Texas going into the big house, going to put a beat down on them. Tennessee minus 1.5. This game is being played at a neutral site versus NC State. Charlotte, guys, why are we not going to this game? I don't know. Pretty good. Tennessee minus 1.5. Tulane plus 16. Oklahoma State minus 1.5. Utah minus 8.5. Iowa plus 3.5. 6.6 team teaser plus 550. Where does it go wrong, guys? You can at me on this one, but that's straight cash, homie.
Straight cash, homie.
All right, so let's get to the fun stuff, Kev. NFL week 1, we're watching it live. Everyone's watching it live. We're going to go through every single game. We're going to break down the point spreads, the money lines, what we like. We're going to round out the show, guys, with some Monday Night Football stuff. We got a little surprise segment that we're going to start adding. But we're also going to have 3 best bets. We're going to round up the show with a parlay. And because I, just degen activity, 3-team 10-point teaser, I made Kevin do it. We're going to do it. So let's start, Kev. First game, Green Bay versus Philadelphia in Brazil. 8:20 kickoff Friday Night Football. I think we have several Friday night games this year. Green Bay opened as a 3-point favorite. They are now +1, +110 on the money line. Philadelphia -1, -130, and a current total of 49.5. Quick reminder, guys, all these odds are pulled from betus.com. BetUS, promo code DUE, 125% deposit match. Kev, lead us off, buddy.
I like Green Bay. I got Green Bay +1. This is going to be one of the best matchups of the week, I think. We'll see if Jordan Love can keep it rolling from last year. We'll see if Philly can get back on track after literally going off the rails to finish the season last year. They looked like they were running a junior high offense at the end of the year last year.
They looked like Bobby Boucher before he was the water boy.
Oh, my God. Terrible. Yeah, so it's going to be – that's a close game, but I think I like Green Bay +1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you there, dude. How about the NFL just coming out and just smacking us in the face with 2 back-to-back awesome matchups, dude? Opening the season, Ravens, Chiefs, rematch of the playoffs last year. And then they're giving us Green Bay, Philly. I like both of these teams to go deep in the playoffs this year. Definitely, I mean, outside of the Bills, one of the best matchups of the week here. Like I said, I think both teams have a shot to win the NFC. If you guys listened, I had Green Bay winning that division this year. Problem is here, Philadelphia, they lost some parts on defense, but they're returning a lot of starters. They added Saquon Barkley. It's their bounce back year, man. They're going to bounce back on defense. Dude, they got that cornerback from Toledo, Quinyon Mitchell, I believe his name is. Yep. And then they also went and grabbed Cooper DeJean. Their secondary, it's young. It's going to take these guys to mesh. But, dude, Philly just keeps reloading. Get the get. Right? So what is that addition to Saquon? I wanted to ask you this. What does it mean for Jalen Hurts and the Philly offense? What does that do? Talk about it, Kev, for me in real life and fantasy.
So last couple of years they had Miles Sanders, they had Swift, and everybody thought they were going to come in and be able to establish more of the run. Them 2 guys just they kind of fell off the map quick. Miles Sanders is actually probably better than Swift now. But anyway, Saquon's going to give them a legit run game, in my opinion. They can rely on him to eat the clock up run games out. They don't have to have Hurts doing a lot of RPOs with that. He's going to catch the ball to the backfield also, but I think just the legit run game you get from him, NFL wise, will change that offense now that they got a new coordinator, a little more motion, all that kind of stuff. Fantasy wise, Kellen Moore. Yep. They were the second to last, or maybe the last team in motion in their offense last year. It'll be a complete flip this year.
Dude, that was crazy watching them suffer, and then just like you said, change it up, dude?
There's no what is the coaching staff doing? What's your coordinator doing?
Dude, craziness.
Yeah.
So from fantasy, is that impacting where you're drafting any of these Philadelphia guys? I mean, AJ Brown's a first round guy. Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts, you could argue that they could be second round guys. Saquon could be a back end first round guy.
Yeah.
Are all these guys eating? What's the deal?
The problem's going to be is over the season long. Yes, they're all going to have their numbers at the end of the year. They're all going to. Devontae Smith's going to be decent. AJ Brown's going to have numbers. Guys like Smith, maybe week to week, he's going to be a little inconsistent. He might have a boom week, a down week, a boom week. AJ Brown, I think, is pretty steady across the board. So, and obviously that's why he's going in the first. Devontae's going second, third. Saquon, if you're in a 10 or 12 team league, he's going at the end of the first, maybe the turn on a 10 team league.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that. Hurts might have a little bit, depending on your scoring. The rushing touchdowns near the goal line could change a little bit.
Sure.
So maybe a little bit of a downtick there.
But you're talking about them being able to run the ball more, but doesn't that then open up downfield?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, they've got to respect the bot. They've got to respect the running game.
Dude, DeAndre Swift was tearing it up last year. I know Kelsey got hurt, but Philadelphia's returning 4 of their starting offensive linemen. They're going to be all right. I got this bold prediction. Clip this. Philadelphia is going to lead the league in scoring this year. Bracket. Book it.
I gotta see the new coordinator. I'm assuming a couple weeks in they'll be straightened out and ready to go. But
yeah. So
maybe a slow
start. A little long-winded on this. It's a good topic, but I'm torn on this game, dude. I had Green Bay +3. Now that it's at +1, though, I think I'm going to take Philadelphia -1. I liked Green Bay +3. I think the line was super sharp. They obviously had some buy down on Green Bay. So
yeah, and again, kind of like you talked about, we're looking at these early in the week. If you got that at 3, you're loving it. Now it's dropped. Now, yeah.
Absolutely. And I've locked in some. You were getting Green Bay at, a 10-team teaser or 10-point teaser at +13, +9. These tight spreads are like a teaser's dream. We love to see it. But anyways, Jacksonville at Miami, 1:00. Jacksonville +3.5, 150 on the money line. Miami -3.5, 175 on the money line. Total of 49. Kev?
Yeah, I like Miami -3.5, and I like the over. I know it's a high over, but I still like it. It's one of the highest over-unders of the week.
Yeah.
Jag's secondary is very vulnerable. So Allen's going to torch him. Allen is going to throw the ball. He's going to spread it out. He's going to hit multiple receivers.
Tua.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tua. They're going to spread it out. Tyreek Hill, Waddle are going to be, they're going to eat. They're going to eat all day against this Jaguar secondary.
If you ever say that Josh Allen plays for the Dolphins again, that'll be the last podcast we ever do.
Hey, that's going to hit in the chat. Yeah. Getting ahead of myself a little bit. Getting for that Thursday matchup next week.
Yeah.
So I think, Miami's defense, these defenses aren't good. And so I just think both these teams are going to be able to score. They're going to move the ball. Yeah, that's where I'm at on that one.
I'm with you there. With the defenses not being good and leading towards the over, I'm on Jacksonville plus 3.5. I just don't think Miami did enough. They have a worse defensive coordinator, in my opinion. They lost some key pieces on defense. Now, this is hard. You don't want to betting against Miami at home. Jags they weren't a great team last year. So Miami did well against teams that were subpar and did not do good against teams that were over 500, teams that made the playoffs last year.
Chiefs field goal.
Yep. 10-7 Chiefs. How much time's left?
13:37 in the second.
Okay. I struggled with this one. At 3, I had Jacksonville at 3. I have to, if I like them at 3, I got to like them at 3.5. But are they going to be able to keep up? They lost Calvin Ridley. They bring in Gabe Davis. Get a Gabe. And they also draft Brian Thomas. ETN back there. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to have a bounce-back season. If it's going to be a high-scoring game like this, 3.5 might not be enough, especially if we're talking about touchdowns.
Yeah. I think this is a sneaky good game this week. Entertaining.
So here's our boy, Casino Miguel, coming in. So no one else is probably going to understand what this is all about, but we do a Survivor League called King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Kevin got us in, and me and my guy right here, Mike, we have a team. Kev, what are your King of the Hill picks for this week?
Hey, I know you're not going to gloss over. Hey, I was in the money last year in that.
How much?
$3,000.
Hey, no. IRS going to come knocking.
Yeah. That's straight cash, homie.
Straight cash, homie.
Yeah, that was a nice little payout. I had to split it 10 ways, but yeah.
Who are you taking this week? So for anyone that doesn't know, King of the Hill is it's a Survivor League, but you could take the team as many times as you want. And you're thinking like, wow, that must be the easiest thing of all time. Hit us up and we'll get you in and let's see. But who are you taking this week?
Yeah, so right now I've got more than one pick. I've got a spread of like a couple Cincinnati's. I think I got a Seattle. But if you can only take the team once, I'm going Cincinnati.
Are you doing a real Survivor League?
No, I'm saying if you're in a Survivor League and you can only take a team once, Cincinnati, I think, is the pick.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't think you burn Cincinnati this early. Cincinnati's a notoriously slow starter.
No, I mean Seattle.
Yeah.
Sorry, yep, Seattle. Because Seattle, I mean, they're going to be middle of the pack. You're probably not going to be like them in a lot of games, other than maybe a few throughout the season in that division.
What up, Pat?
So what's up, Pat?
Yeah, no, I agree. So I think we're at 2 Bills, we're at a Seattle, and Mike, what's our 4th pick? Pretty good.
Have a Cincy?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nope. No. So you might have remembered, and anyone that's listening right now is just like, we don't care. Several years ago, dude, Phillip Rivers came and all the hype was around Indianapolis, and then Jacksonville beat him week 1 and knocked everybody out. Dude, watch out for New England week 1, dude.
Every year in week 1, somebody takes a hit, big one.
Cincinnati starts slow. T. Higgins popped up with a hamstring injury today. Jamar Chase just started practicing. They got 2 so-so running backs. Defense isn't that good. Last year, Jacoby Brissett went into Cincinnati and beat them by like 20 points. Anyways, we're going to get to this. Oh, we got Detroit too. Let's go. Yep. Okay, we're giving away too much of our shtick. Jacksonville plus 3.5. Kevin likes minus 3.5 and the over 49.5. I think I can get with you on the over in this game. 27, 24. 28, 24, 30, 27,
high,
something in that range.
I think I think both teams are going to score. So
I like that too.
keep
Kev,
it rolling.
Pittsburgh at Atlanta, Sunday at 1:00. Lot to talk about here if you want to go into their rosters. We're not going to roster bait too much, but Pittsburgh +3, +155 on the money line. Atlanta -3, -180 on the money line. That seems a little steep. Total of 42 points. Kev?
Yeah, I like Atlanta -3 at home. I like the under 42. I think a little bit it's kind of flown under the radar with the Falcons. Everybody's talking about Cousins, the new coordinators, all this.
Kissing Cousins.
Yeah. A couple of the defensive pickups with Simmons and Judon. Yeah. I think the defense is going to be a little bit better, which, be able to run the ball, a little better quarterback play, a little better defense. I think they're just going to be a little bit better on all phases. And Pittsburgh, man, Russell Wilson, dangerous.
He's dangerous. Are you?
They say he's dangerous? Like he's limping around a little bit. Like I'm off Pittsburgh and their quarterback situation till they can get it settled in. I like Atlanta.
All right, fair enough. I'm on Pittsburgh. So let's think back to when Tampa Bay got Tom Brady and everyone was like, "Oh, they're going to run the gauntlet." Dude, they were like 4-4, 5-5. So they have all these new pieces. Kirk Cousins coming off an Achilles injury. Yes, they do have Simmons and Jude on defense, but I mean, they just got here a couple months ago. All new coaches. And let's not, Arthur Smith revenge game here? Arthur Smith revenge game? This is not being talked about. This should be all over ESPN. Arthur Smith, no one gives a shit. He likes to run the ball, dude. And what does Pittsburgh do the best? They run the ball, dude. Run the ball.
Yeah.
So Jalen Warren, Najee Harris are going to go off. Now I know Atlanta's got Bijan. They got my guy Kyle Pitts, but I think it's going to take them a little bit to get going. Pittsburgh, tried and true. TJ Watt's going to have a field day out there. Pittsburgh +3, under 41. I'm with you. I think the best play for me here is – actually, we got it 41. I think it's 42 now, Kev. Under 42, I like the most out of any of these plays. But if you're giving me Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin, I mean, I just like that. Too many unknowns in Atlanta. So Minnesota at the Giants. I feel like we could just skip over this if you wanted to, but we're going to talk about it anyways because we're podcast for the people. Minnesota at the Giants, Sunday, 1 p.m. Minnesota -1, -125 on the money line. Giants +1, +105 on the money line. Kev, we got a total of 41 points here. Seems like 10 to 15 points too many. Tell us what you like here.
Hey, the only thing we're talking about in this game is the receivers.
There you go.
Justin Jefferson, Malik Neighbors. That's what I want to see. Dable is calling the plays now. We'll see how long he lasts. That's like the first step of getting fired, right? Head coach goes back to calling the plays.
Whoa. Dable was our offensive coordinator when Josh was at his best, arguably.
Oh, no, I think he's a good coordinator, but
he's calling
when you're a head coach, when you're a head coach and you have to take over and call your own offense, that's like the first step before you get fired.
Did they lose Wade Martindale?
He quit. They were butting heads. Yeah, no, they did not like each other.
Shocker.
So I like the Giants +1, I guess. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Dable went to St. Francis. You saw Brian Grove, you saw Mike Nigrelli, all my St. Francis guys. What up? You guys suck. Private school in Buffalo. Pretty sure he went there. So, okay. Brady, I'm surprised if Brady must not be watching because Brady went to St. Francis too. He's going to hear this. I'm going to get a text. I'm gonna get
He'll hop in
a
there.
phone call live on air right
He's gonna
now.
hop in.
Go resign.
His screen's gonna pop up.
I'm on Minnesota, dude. I think Darnold can play. He's got better weapons. They brought in Aaron Jones. I don't know. Is Addison playing?
I don't know.
Pretty good. I don't think it matters. Now, Giants on defense, dude. I do think the Giants have an okay defense. I think they're going to be all right. I just don't think our buddy Sean brought this up. Justin Jefferson, I think, is quarterback proof, right?
Yeah.
I think Darnold's going to feed him, so both struggle on offense. I like Minnesota on the money line a lot here, probably too much. So I think I'll just take under 41. I don't know, dude. If the game ended up being 21-20, I think that'd be insane. I don't think they're scoring that many points. Let's move on from that trash game.
Yeah, we've already talked enough about that game.
One trash game to another. We got the Carolina Panthers at the New Orleans Saints. Carolina +4, +170 on the money line. New Orleans -4, -200 on the money line. Total of 41.5 points. That seems low right off the rip. But, Kevin, who are you taking? Tell us why.
I got Carolina +4. I think Carolina, last year, the quarterback play was bad, obviously, historically bad. They did not look right at times at all.
Yeah.
They had a couple signings, not super splashy signings, but they added Clowney. They added Deontay Johnson. They got 2 new guards, offensive guards. They're going to slowly get better. So I like them in this game. I think New Orleans is in for I don't know. I think they're on the decline. This is going to be their downfall.
They didn't do much, did they?
No.
They didn't do much in the offseason. I couldn't tell you who they drafted. That just goes to show you. I mean, I am all over the Panthers. Shout out my boy Sir Purr, Panthers mascot, +4. I'm playing Panthers +4, dude. I might sprinkle +170 on the money line here. I like what the Panthers are doing. They added Deontay Johnson, Xavier Legette, and they got Adam Thielen there. Chuba Hubbard can run the rock. A lot of people like to hate on Chuba. The dude is a beast. I think he played Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
Yep, Oklahoma State.
And they drafted Jonathan Brooks from Texas. When he gets back from his knee injury, dude, look out. Carolina was feisty last year. And I was listening to something earlier. Carolina in New Orleans last year, Bryce Young was like 13 of 36 passing.
With like 140 yards or something.
It's only up from here, baby. To the moon. Shout out Kazoo. So, yeah, I'm on Carolina +4. I don't know if they're going to make it into my 3 best bets of the week, but I think I'm going to put maybe a couple shekels on them. Carolina, they're younger, dude. They're hungrier. What's not to like? Wow.
I think I seen a stat real quick. It was against the spread over the last, 6 years or something or whatever it was. Derek Carr was ranked like 164 out of 165. And
is that good?
In games, no, he was the worst, second worst. In games he was favored in and covering the spread. Terrible.
Oh, what?
Terrible. Yeah, terrible.
The only thing that really scares me here, and I know we're talking a lot about Carolina Panthers, but I think there's some money to be made here. Dude, fucking Mahomes, dude. You got to be kidding me.
You're not
going to cover Travis Kelce down the field? Oh, my gosh. Taylor.
And then they show Taylor. Yeah, let's move on.
Oh, my God. My boy, Brian Rowe. Shout out my Charlotte guys. Take the Cats, +4. Anyways. New England at Cincinnati, Sunday, 1:00 game. I know we already had – this is going to be contentious. right off the rip. We got New England +9, +330 on the money line. Cincy -9, -420. Whoa, -420, man. All right, brother. Total of 41, dude. Kev, kick it to you, man.
I got Cincy -9. Cincy -9. Yeah, everybody's acting like this is a trap game or something, and I don't know, man. I just think Cincy will be fine in this one. Biggest spread of the week. Jamar Chase, I'm assuming he'll be back ready to go. Taylor looking thick as hell. Brian Grove hitting the chat heavy.
My boy's off them pumpkin
hitting it heavy. Yeah, give me Cincy. Give me Cincy -9. Juicy money line.
No, dude. I think New England could win out right here. I think you sprinkle a little bit on the money line.
Get out of here.
You're going to sprinkle a little bit in the money line. I'm going to tell you why. First of all, you're going to put a bet on New England +9. Jamar Chase just got back to practice. T. Higgins has a hamstring. They have two. Let me do this. Okay, I see you fidgeting over there. Let me do that.
Yeah, you're contradicting your earlier statements already.
Nope. We're not taking him at King of the Hill. We're not taking him at King of the Hill.
You just said Jamar Chase, as far as coming, these athletes are born ready. They're training the offseason. They're ready to go. Now you're saying he's always been sitting. Like,
fair point.
Continue.
Fair point. Whatever, dude. So, like I said before I was rudely interrupted, Cincinnati, dude, Jacoby Brissett on Cleveland last year beat him by like 20 points, right? I know I just said this earlier, but New England's already been counted out. Look for them to come out strong. Fade them later in the season, guys. This is not the spot to fade New England. At least +9. We're going to put a little sprinkle. Come on with it. A little sprinkle +330 on the money line. Be powder. We're going to put a little +330 on the money line there.
Come with it.
I don't know, guys. Tread lightly in your survivor pools. The most obvious spots, guys, I think the most obvious spots sometimes are coin flips. Let's take it back. Minnesota was like a -17 favorite rookie year, Josh Allen. The Bills go into Minnesota, win outright, dude. Right? Josh Allen hurdles Anthony Barr, I believe. I mean,
we haven't got to the Bills game yet.
Yeah. Was that a field goal or a touchdown?
Missed it. I was too busy giving you shit.
Okay, field goal. 13-7. All right, we're okay. Anyways, yeah. I don't know. You can't go. I'm not going all chalk here. I'm going to take some dogs.
I just think New England's roster is one of the worst in the league. I just
disagree, dude. Ramondre Stevenson. I love their wideouts. Demario Douglas. You were touting Jalen Polk like he was the best guy of all time, and now you don't even want to play him, dude. I don't know what happened.
He's fine, but Briskett's throwing to him. So
did you delete his number out of your phone? Does he know that you don't like him anymore?
I still got it.
That's enough of that game. Guys, Cincinnati's probably going to blow them out. Joe Burrow, revenge tour. We already talked about this. I like New England. I'm going to sprinkle on the money line because that's what we do. Tennessee at Chicago. Kev, check the chat. Tennessee at Chicago. +3.5 for Tennessee. +159 in the money line. Chicago -3.5. -185 on the money line. Yeah, Kev, will you pin those for us, please? Total of 44.5. This is a very, very interesting game. This is a game that I'm going to have on the quad box. Got the ticket, obviously, guys, because I'm in Charleston with Kevin here. Got to watch my beloved Bills somehow. Tennessee +3.5. Chicago -3.5. Total 44.5. Kev, what are you doing?
Hey, we talked about it in some of our early shows. I'm on Chicago this year. Chicago -3.5. Titans defense is not good. I just think Bears offense, defense, better roster on both sides of the ball. I think Caleb is going to come out looking like let's just say middle of the road quarterback right off the chute. He might not blow the doors off.
Compare him to somebody on the fly.
So somebody current?
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to. He doesn't. I don't want to compare him to anybody in my head because it'll just get blown out. He moves in the pocket moves in the pocket like a veteran quarterback. He's got the scrambling ability.
Does he?
He's got enough movement in the pocket to get throws off down the field if the pocket collapses. He's not a runner, but I do think he can move in the pocket. He can make all the throws. He's got the weapons. Chicago, I think, is going to be good. I like them in this game. I'm not on the Tennessee bandwagon. I know a lot of people like Levis this year. I heard some people today comparing him to the young Josh Allen coming out of college.
I heard that too. And that's all you really need to know.
I don't see it yet. Well, this will be the year though. See if he can kind of break out of the shell a little bit. But
so, yeah, this was a tough one for me. It was 4.5 before. Kev, I can't see the bottom of the chat. Do me a favor and pin those. I can't see them anymore. I liked it at 4.5. I'm going to take Tennessee at 3.5 here. First overall, there's my guy right there.
No, I'm going to nix this before you get started. Brian Grove. First overall quarterbacks are playing for the worst team. They got lucky and traded into the number one spot. It's a completely different. That stat means nothing to me. That's not a number one pick roster. He's on the ninth. No, not the same.
You're saying that without knowing the quarterbacks.
What do you mean?
You don't know who the quarterbacks were. What about Baker Mayfield?
What about it?
He won an awesome situation in Cleveland. He's part of that stat.
Yeah, they're 0-14.
Yeah, so Caleb Williams is going to lose.
But Caleb Williams is not on the worst team from last season. That's my point.
Neither was Baker.
Okay, but Baker's maybe the outlier in that group.
That's the only one I can remember, dude. So that's my whole argument.
Because of the trade. Yeah. But my point is the Panthers were the worst team. If Caleb was on the Panthers, yeah, they would lose. They wouldn't cover. But I love the interaction from Brian, though. He's on it.
He's one of the key contributors of the Gambling Group Chat. He's also my race book connoisseur. Stay tuned, folks. I am going to try and rope him in to come on with us. Some of these horse races coming up. That's my guy right there. All right. Tennessee plus 3.5. And I like the over at 44.5 too. I like Chicago's defense this year. I think they're going to take a little bit to get going, though. I think the Bears' offense may take a little bit to get going. I think the Tennessee's defense is underrated. I like Tajay Spears and Tony Pollard. Now, Tony Pollard thrived when it's him and Zeke. Dude, Tajay Spears, kid from Tulane, he has got some juice, just similar to what Lamar just did, similar to what Lamar just did. Calvin Ridley and fantasy. I love him. I took him in the 4th round the other day, 12-team league, back of the 4th round. So it's not like I took him at, pick 37 or whatever it is. But I like them a lot, man. I like Levis this year. There's another show. I don't think I want to name him, but one of the hosts took Will Levis to lead the league in passing. It was like 60-1. I think he put like $1,000 bucks.
Seen that. Yeah.
You gotta love that. I like Tennessee to go in here and shock the Bears, and then I'm looking forward to Big Cat on Pardon My Take. Just going like this. I was ready to get hurt. Now I'm hurt again. I'm looking forward to that.
All right, now we got us a game up next here.
Arizona at Buffalo, Sunday, 1 p.m. Arizona plus 6.5, plus 250 on the money line. Buffalo minus 6.5, minus 300 on the money line. The total is ticked down from 48. It is now at 47. Kev, do what you want to do. Talk about what you want to talk about here. I see your notes.
Yep.
I don't know, dude.
I like Arizona plus 6.5, like the over. Think it's going to be a high scoring game. They're going to be throwing the ball, a lot of throwing, not much on the running side. I think what's going to keep this close is I think it may take Allen a week or so to get kind of in tune with his new wide receiver weapons. So maybe a slow start to this game for the Bills, but they'll pull out the win. But I just like Arizona to keep it close.
I have a question to ask you. Are you on glue? Dude, what?
You can't take your Buffalo Bills shaded glasses off and just
listen here, dude. Arizona has done nothing on defense this year in the offseason. They've done,
and that's why it's going to be on the over.
Nothing. What have they done? So they brought in a rookie wide receiver. Yes, he will be good eventually. He will be good, but what is he filling DeAndre Hopkins' shoes? Is he even filling Hollywood Brown's shoes?
He will be better than both of them week one.
The point is the uncertainty, and our strong point, dude, our secondary is one of the strongest points of our defense, right? Greg Rousseau is going to be lining up against Jonah Williams. Jonah Williams, alligator arms. Greg Rousseau is going to be tossing him to the side. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. And the reason I think that is because I think Buffalo could put 40, 50 points up if they really wanted to. Arizona is like one of the worst teams at stopping the run. Dude, they're going to get it from all angles, dude. They're going to get it from the run. They're going to get it from the pass. Dude.
I don't disagree. I just think Arizona's going to be able to chuck it and keep it close.
Get the gat, dude. Not a chance. Smash the Bills minus 6.5. It opened 7.5. It's down to 6.5. Everyone is counting the Bills out this year. And I'll ask them all the same question. Are you on glue? Dude, come on, man. Arizona now, and I think, okay, all that aside, I think in the fantasy community, which we are greatly intertwined in, it's easy to get caught up on teams like Arizona because I do think their offense is going to be good and their defense their defense is bad. So their offense is going to be on the field a lot.
Yep.
Let's not get that confused with teams that are good in the NFL, though. I mean, come on, man. The Bills are going to roll them. I think I got the score predicted at 34-17. Yeah. Everyone spam Kevin on Twitter. Let him know.
We got what we got here? Big over house.
That's my boy Mike. So Mike and Brian both they both moved south. They're both Charlotte way now. Love to see it.
Hey, Brian didn't take offense to my last comment, so he's got a Bills win, Cardinals backdoor cover. That's what I'm talking about. There you go, Brian.
He's on glue as well. Trust me, I've hung out with him. He's got some strong glue. Houston at Indy, Sunday, 1 p.m. Houston -3, -155 on the money line. Indy +3, +134 on the money line, a total of 48.5. Kev, before you get going here, let's talk about this. 2 days ago, Houston was a -1 favorite, and I had them in my parlay. I liked that a lot. I liked Houston at -1. I don't like them at -3, but they always say follow the money. Kev, what are you doing here?
I'm still going Houston -3. This is a kind of a similar stat to what Brian was talking about earlier. Colts are 1-14-1 against the spread in week 1 since 2008. So
not good, Jim.
No, not good, Jim. Houston's defense is going to be good this year. They were solid last year. They made a couple additions. Houston's defense is going to be
Hey,
very, very good.
Talk about that injury stat that you were plugging earlier a couple weeks ago.
Oh, last year they were the second most injured team in the NFL, and they still made the playoffs and made a run. So,
dude, sometimes the hype is real, right?
They added the other D end from Minnesota. I can't think of his name. Anyway, he'll go opposite of Will Anderson, who was Defensive Rookie of the Year last year. That defense is going to be – I know everybody's talking about the offense, but that defense is going to be really good.
Hey, so
and I can't – go ahead.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but Houston is actually a -3 even money. India is +3, -120 right now. So that means that the Indy's taking some money at +3. It was +1 up to +3. I could see that. But if you wanted to buy a half a point down, Houston -2.5, get them at -125. I don't mind laying juice like that. Dude, I'd play Houston -155 in the money line. We're juicy up in here. We don't give, I don't care. I'll take it because listen, at the end of the day, it's about ROI. They missed it.
There we go.
Oh no.
Keep them points down.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, and
Anyway,
I can't get on Indy and Anthony Richardson until I see Anthony Richardson give me a couple games. So
yeah. No, I'm with you there. I mean, if you're gonna pick a team here, you're gonna go with a more established team. It's hard to go against Houston, but in the gambling community, I mean, when a team's getting that much steam and that much hype, dude, you generally want to stay away a little bit, but sometimes it's real, man. Let's get into our 4:00 games, dude. I got the Raiders. Houston -3 smells like a rat line. You are correct. That is why is it even money right now.
Who we got here? Sabs
A lot of cheese. Who is that?
Sabs 9001.
Sabes, who are you? What up?
Says, what's up, Neff?
Las Vegas Raiders at the Chargers, Sunday 4:05. Raiders +3, +138 on the money line. Chargers -3, -160 on the money line. Total of 40.5. Once again, before you get going, and Kevin is a Raiders fan, guys, so he will have a lot to say about this game that no one else cares about. But the line was Raiders +3.5. I know we loved that a lot more. +3 now. The total was also 42.5. Total is down to 40.5. Kev, Raiders fan, Raider Nation, what say you?
Yeah, try to be right. We've got, I think, the Raiders defense. I've got the Raiders +3. I think they could outright win this game. Raiders defense is going to be charged up, ready to go. Crosby's going to be between Crosby and Christian Wilkins. I think they're going to have Herbert on the move. Herbert's still got he's got the foot issue.
Fasciitis.
Club foot, whatever he's got going on. Crosby's going to be in his grill all day. It's going to be a low-scoring game. Raiders defense is going to be good, going to be all over him. Harbaugh's, he's got a type. He'll build that team to do what he does. I just don't think they're going to be there this year, especially week 1. He just doesn't have his time to kind of put his stamp on that team. So, yeah, I like the Raiders in this one, regardless of the quarterback play. Zamir White, I think they're going to run a lot. He's going to get a lot of carries. So, I don't know what the over was on his rushing yards or attempts. That might be something to look at.
I played it, so we'll talk about it later.
Yep. Okay. Raiders +3. I'll take it.
I see here in the notes that you wrote, Harbaugh's bitch ass hasn't had time to put his stamp on this team.
I hate Harbaugh. Hating with the Niners.
Guy, but I am with you, Kev. Harbaugh will have this team going. Herbert's a great quarterback. People are sleeping on him. They lost too many guys, dude. Eckler, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen. I mean, I know they brought in – I like Ladd McConkey this year. And they brought They brought in Greg Roman, and I guess with him just comes Dobbins and Edwards.
Patrick
There's some
Mahomes
upside there,
interception.
but yo, what up? My boy Justin Mace saves 9,001. Something seems off there, dude. Anyways, I'm on the Raiders +3 as well. I like them at 3.5 a lot more. They were a bet for me at 3.5. +3, probably still, but I just think it's going to be a close game. I like the under at 42.5. I don't love it at 40.5, and you're thinking like, dude, 2 points. Yeah, 2 points. Big deal, especially key numbers there too. Harbaugh's going to turn it around, but it's not now. It's not happening now. I think the Raiders are riding some momentum from last season. I think you guys made some nice little additions. I like Minshew. The dude's a gunslinger. I mean, say what you want about him. He's going to throw it. He's not scared to throw it.
Yeah. I assume he's going to force feed Adams. Yeah. And I'll take it. Give it to your best player and let it go.
He doesn't care. He's going to throw the ball, dude. He's not like Russell Wilson where he's scared to have interceptions. Give us the Raiders. Give us the under. No one to blame. Stamp of approval there. Denver at Seattle, Sunday, 4:05. Denver +6, +210 on the money line. Seattle -6, -250 on the money line. A total of 41 points. This game was 4.5, 5, 5.5. It's up to 6. I think the total got steamed down. It was at 43. The total's at 41 now. Kev, I got to step out for a second. Do your thing.
Got you. Seattle. I like Seattle -6. This is a sneaky game. I know a lot of people bet on Denver, especially the +6. I just like Seattle in this week 1. Denver's them, the Patriots, probably the bottom 5 just talented rosters in the NFL this year. They just, they lost a lot of guys. I just don't like where Denver's headed, especially early in this year. Peyton's going to need time to get Bo Nix kind of up to speed and get him kind of doing what he wants him to do. If it's possible, Peyton's the guy to get it done, but it's definitely not happening this early in the season.
Hey, can you repeat everything you just said?
Nope. Nope.
My bad, dude. I need to get a catheter installed, I think. Right around the hour point. The bladder's full.
Yep. I got Seattle -6. Went over a little bit of that. What you got?
Yeah, you're smart. Seattle -6, guys. Love it. I liked it better. 5, 5.5. I think they win by a touchdown, maybe more here.
Notes are down 1.
Oh, wow. Okay. Too many uncertainties in Denver. I also think that the locker room is out on Peyton a little bit, man. There's some weird stuff going on over there. This so-called quarterback whisperer guru gets Russell Wilson. And, yeah, Russell Wilson's a fucking weirdo, but he can play football, though. So you tell me the quarterback whisperer couldn't whisper some weird shit in this weirdo's ear and get him to throw the fucking ball? Like, give me a break, dude. I don't know. I'm out on Peyton. I think much like hot take, much like Belichick, Drew Brees carried Peyton. Tom Brady carried Belichick. I think those guys are good coaches, but I think their quarterbacks carried them to some further success here. And how much money that Denver's paid them, dude? What is Denver doing? Like, I don't know.
Get your Gatorade jug.
Bo Nix, I think Bo Nix is as old as me. I just turned 36. He played football for college football 16 years, I think. They're just not deep enough. Give me Denver's wide receiver 2. Marvin Mims or Troy Franklin? Exactly.
Yeah, probably Mims. Yeah.
And then they're gonna lean on Javonte Williams, who's been waiting to do something for 2 or 3 seasons now.
And get hurt.
Yeah, exactly. I like Jaleel McLaughlin. Easy for me to say. I like him in fantasy, but I don't know, dude. Even with Lockett out, Jackson Smith and Jigba, if you don't have him in fantasy, you should. The guy's going to be a stud. I like what Seattle did. I like Charbonnet. I like I like Metcalf. I like Walker. I like everything that has to do with Seattle right now. Seattle -6, dude. Book it. Book that shit. Washington and Tampa Bay. Sunday 425. Washington +3.5, +155 on the money line. Tampa Bay -3.5, -180 on the money line. A total of 42.5. What are you thinking here, Kev? This is a very interesting game.
Yeah, I'm not very interested in this game.
That's fair. That's fair.
You and I'm down
else?
on. Yeah, I'm down on Tampa in general this year. Their defense will still be solid, but I like Washington +3.5. Little Jaden Daniels, week 1 magic maybe, couple scramble big plays, couple big throws down the field. I just think Tampa's kind of a middle of the road. They're not bad, they're not great. Little spark week 1 for Washington on this one. Yeah, that's about it on that.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think Tampa Bay peaked last year. Their weapons are aging. I know they're good. They're aging, though. I like Rashad White this year. I think both these teams can put up points. I think their defenses are a little porous. Washington trading away Jahan Dotson in division to Philadelphia as that was their wide receiver too. We got Curtis Samuel now. I don't know who their wide receiver 2 is. It might be Dynami Brown. Dynami, I don't know. So they brought in Eckler. They have Robinson. Love both those guys. They're going to want to run the ball, but Jaden Daniels also running quarterback with a cannon arm. I like the points, man. I like Washington +3.5. I don't think I'm playing it. I just think 3.5 might be too many. But more importantly, I like over 42.5.
Sneaky fantasy play. You're talking about their wideouts, Luke McCaffrey.
There you go, Luke McCaffrey. Yes,
he might be their number 2. Yeah.
Rumor is that him and Christian were going to be twins, and that Christian stole the protein in the womb.
He had to have.
I didn't make that up. It's just I read it. Anyways, Dallas at Cleveland, Sunday 425. What a shit game. Dallas +1, +120 on the money line. Cleveland -1, -140 on the money line. Total of 41. Kev?
Yeah.
Do it to it.
Yeah. Dallas +1. I don't feel super confident in that, but I did see where the new D coordinator, I think it's Mike Zimmer, he's got Micah Parsons moving all around on the defense. He's not going to be lined. Last year he was lined up on the right end, and that was about it. So they could double him. They could game plan for him.
Yeah.
Now he's going to be moved around.
Micah Parsons
is going to
best.
He's a beast. He's going to be in Deshaun Watson's grill all day. And I just think that's not good for Cleveland. I mean, Cleveland's defense is going to hold Dallas somewhat, but if they get Watson flustered, that offense will not move. So
yeah, you better invest. You better invest in Theraguns. The guy can't go to a masseuse. He's going to need a Theragun for this massage he's going to need after this game. Parsons going to be all up in his grill. I like Cleveland -1 though. Too much turmoil leading up to the season, as per tradition for Dallas. I don't like their running back room. I know what I said about Dowdle. Yeah, field goal good. What are they going in? 13-10?
3 seconds left, but yeah.
No, it should be 13-13 because Baltimore missed one, right? That's good for your under. We could both win, dude. We need this game to land 41-45. Or no, you got 46.5?
I got 46.5 under.
Oh, dude. So we need this game to land 41-46, and we're 3 for 3, baby. Let's go. Anyways.
Yep.
Similar teams with similar trajectories. I think both these teams can miss the playoffs this year. Cleveland's slightly better, and they're at home. Cleveland's defense is awesome. I think the play here, dude, the play's the under. Under 41 points. Neither of these teams, I think, are going to have much success on offense. No one knows what's up with Deshaun Watson. No one has a read on this guy.
Yeah, I do. He's not very good anymore.
I mean that's a great read, dude. Kevin Cleo, dude. 1-800.
Yeah.
You get him late night. Let's move on. Sunday Night Football. A huge game. Definitely could be game of the week implications here. Rams at Lions, Sunday, 8 p.m. Rams plus 4.5, plus 170 on the money line. Detroit minus 4.5, minus 200 on the money line. Dude, how about this total? 52.5 on the total.
Biggest of the week.
Biggest of the week. Who are you taking in this one, Kev?
I got Detroit minus 4.5. Detroit, Rock City. Detroit at home. Primetime opener. That place is going to be rocking. They're going to be itching, just coming so close last season. They're just going to be ready. That city's going to be ready to roll. Place is going to be loud.
Yep.
Obviously, Stafford's back again, so that's going to be, always a little something there with that.
Dude,
man, they're just
Detroit was scared when Stafford came back last year. Detroit was scared. One of their worst fears was trading away this guy, and then he comes back in.
Yeah,
and
coming back home.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude, they're over that hump now. They got that monkey off their back, dude. Like, they're ready. They went in and they had San Francisco by the balls. And Dan Campbell's aggressive coaching put them in a tough spot. You can go watch Receiver. You can watch it all unfold again. The show on Netflix was awesome. If you haven't watched it yet, Kev, go watch it. Listen, Detroit's out for blood, dude. They're pissed about last year. I like the Rams, but we saw this game last year. The Rams can't keep up in this spot. Primetime Detroit rocking, like you said. Detroit's going to be firing all cylinders. Gibbs' second year. Detroit brought in some new defensive guys they drafted. Haven't had the best reviews on these young draft picks, especially their corner, but 52.5 is a lot of points.
I look for Aiden Hutchinson to kind of show out.
Yeah,
also.
I think we mentioned Aiden Hutchinson, Defensive Player of the Year. I got the Rams making the playoffs this year. They're not starting out 1-0, though. Detroit minus 4.5. No. Kevin and I, no one to blame. Stamp of approval. Let's move it to Monday Night Football. Kev, do we got something for the people for Monday Night Football?
That we do. Let me get out of the comments field here. So yeah, Monday night graphic here.
Woo!
There we go.
New York Jets at San Francisco, Monday, 8:20. New York Jets are up to plus 4.5, plus 180 on the money line. San Francisco minus 4.5, minus 210. A low total of 43.5. This line was 3.5 yesterday. It steamed up to 4.5. Kev, who do you like? Why?
Give me the Jets plus 4.5. My best man, my buddy Scott, big Jets fan. He'll like to hear that. If Rodgers plays more than 4 snaps, they're going to win, right?
That's my thoughts.
Yeah, give him. Is he plus or minus 4.5 snaps?
Hey, little caveat here. The same guy that tackled him last year to rupture his Achilles now plays for San Francisco, Leonard Floyd.
Yeah.
So, are we going to have Seeing Ghosts 2.0? Is Deadmau going to be DJing New York Jets nightmares, Seeing Ghosts? I don't know, dude.
I hope not. I'm not a Rodgers fan or a Jets fan, but I would like to see him stay healthy.
So you're taking the Jets plus 4.5?
Yeah, the Jets defense, I mean, as bad as the quarterback play was last year, they still kept them in a lot of games. So do you just get competent quarterback play in this game? I like them. I like them with that plus number.
I agree wholeheartedly here. That game that you're referring to that Rodgers got hurt, let's not forget, dude, the Jets beat us after Rodgers got hurt.
Yep.
Down year for us last year.
I wasn't going to say it. You did.
I don't think the Jets made the playoffs or won the division, though, did they?
They did not.
So, but I think, the Jets defense is legit. We know that. Breece Hall, fully healthy. Rodgers, healthy. Garrett Wilson. Kev, run us down this crazy parlay here that you got up on the screen.
Yeah. So I've got Jets plus 4.5. We talked about. Got a little one here. I've got Garrett Wilson, 7+ receptions, 70+ receiving yards, 1+ TD, and a Jets win at plus 850. Put that together on Bet US. That was one of their already pre-built props. I like that one.
That's in the prop builder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that prop builder.
Yeah, hit Bet US, hit the prop builder, man. They've got anything you could think of listed in there.
I love that too. I'm on the Jets plus 4.5 too. Haven't bet it, but I like him in a teaser here. I like the Jets plus 10.5, going through a key number of 10. Under 49.5, key number of 49. Both these defenses can play well. I see maybe like 45, 46 points, somewhere in that range. It should be a pretty tightly contested game. We talked about it earlier, but Trent Williams finalized his deal. Are they going to be ready? Right? Yes, he's in shape, but the continuity. This was going to be your point. You can be in shape, but are you football ready? Right? Being in shape and football in shape is different, right? That was your point. I think he'll be ready, but the continuity is something. Ayuk, right? He needs every rep he can get with Purdy. So all those reps he missed there. I like something I didn't play. I like a Deebo Samuel touchdown. I think it's like plus 126 or something like that. So I got the Jets teaser, plus 10.5, under 49.5. Purdy over 6.5 rushing yards. I've talked about this earlier. I played the Purdy rushing ladder in the Super Bowl. I played it up to 50-something yards. It was like 6 different ladders. If you're not familiar with the ladder, the first leg is always like their baseline, 6.5. And then you would play it at like 12.5, 18.5. 30.5, 40.5, 50.5. You can play it for as much as the book will let you go up, and you the odds increase, but you're gonna put a little bit less on each leg of the ladder, right? Dude, I hit every single leg of the ladder, and all of a sudden they go to kneel the ball out, and I lose it because he lost yards kneeling the ball out. Right? So, all right. You can take this down enough of that. I like the Jets plus 4.5 in this game. I think we both like the under. So this is going to take us, Kev, our 3 best bets of the week, guys. Our 3 favorite bets of the week. We're going to choose a side or a total. We're about winning money. If it's a total and you love it and you like it more, play the total. Don't be shamed by what anyone on Twitter or podcast tell you. Dude, if you're making money, make some money, dude. Kev, I want you to go through your first 3 best bets. Let's hear it.
Miami minus 3.5, which we talked about earlier. The Jets plus 4.5, we just hit on. And then I've got Houston Indy under 48.5. Talked a little bit about it. I don't trust AR. The Houston defense, I think, is going to be rolling. That's my first 3 there.
I love that. I love that underplay. I like the Jets plus 4.5. I could see Miami minus 3.5, but my pick was the Jags plus 3.5. So I talked about this earlier, guys. I was on the Raiders plus 3.5. The line went down to 3. I'm still taking them plus 3.5. I'm going to buy that half a point. It's minus 120, minus 125. I think it could be worth it in this game. You know, that hook is important in a low-scoring game like this. I like the Raiders plus 3.5. I like what they're doing a little bit more. Detroit.
I'll get you converted.
What's that?
I'll get you converted on that Raider.
Hey, yeah, something like that. Detroit minus 4.5. Yeah, I think they make a statement, just like they did last season. They come out hot, Kansas City and Kansas City. I think the Rams are going to keep it close. I think Detroit pulls away late, maybe by 10 points or so. Buffalo, Arizona over 47. Love that. I think there's points to be had. I think Buffalo could, dude. There's a scenario here in my head where Buffalo covers this by themselves. They're not going to let up. They're going to put the foot on the gas. 40, dude.
Yeah.
Josh Allen in the pocket. Get the gat. Get the gat. Get the gat. Get the gat. All right, Kevin. We're going to run down a parlay here. Every week, guys, we're going to throw together a parlay. We're going to keep it 2 legs. Whatever we want to do. Kev's looks juicy. Kev, tell us about this parlay.
Got a Dallas money line, and I have Raiders plus 3, giving it to plus 340.
I love that.
So you just hit the Raiders. You just hit the Raiders. And then, I liked the Dallas earlier. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, don't put too much on that because Dallas is going to lose. But yeah, I think that's good. I love the odds on that. I did the same thing, and I probably shouldn't do this. I should have picked a different leg, guys. But Raiders plus 3.5, and the Bills money line is plus 132. I'll tell you what. I'm going to take out the Raiders and that one. I'm going to keep the Bills money line. I'm going to go over to betus.com real quick. Promo code DUE, DUE, 125% deposit match. I'll put together something different so we're not talking about the Raiders twice.
You want me to run through my 3-team 10-point tease while you do that?
Why don't you, Kev? 3-team 10-point teaser. The odds on BetUS for this, guys, are minus 135. I'm twisting Kevin's arm here, but I love these plays, guys. I love a 3-team.
Yeah, this is a Neffy special right here.
The Neffshul. Anyways.
Yeah, Neffy special. Let's go with that. Yeah, I've got look up them odds. I'll tell you what I've got here. I got Jets plus 14, Dallas plus 11, Raiders plus 13 on that 10-point tease.
Is that so you placed that bet already?
Yep.
And you got the Jets at plus 14.
Yep.
Are you mad you didn't get them at 14.5?
Yes. So that's, we talked about it earlier. When you get in early, it could work out for you. Depending on how the money goes, it could not, it could end up changing not in your favor later in the week. So,
Yeah, that's a tough one. I originally was looking at the Jets plus 13.5 in a 10-point teaser. It's up to 4.5. So a 10-point teaser, guys, you're getting 14.5. Let me tell you what I'm going to do here, Kev. What we're going to do is we're going to take the Tennessee Titans on the money line plus 155. Tennessee's going to Chicago, going to slap Caleb Williams. And we're going to parlay that, guys, with the Bills minus 300. Plus 240 odds. We're going to put together, if we're doing a parlay, listen, I like, and you guys, if you're following my baseball plays, I like to take minus 200 favorites, parlay them together, get them right around even money. I think that's a solid strategy. This time around, the Bills being minus 300 on the money line, you got to combat that with something a little juicier. Yeah. Let's go with the Titans plus 155. The Bills minus 300. $100 when it's 240. That doesn't lose. So my 3-team 10-point tease, the NEF special. The Jets plus 14.5. We're both on it. Probably not going to be a good situation there. I took Seattle from 6 to plus 4, crossing over 0, but getting over 3, getting them to plus 4. And then I went Tampa Bay and Washington over 32.5 points. So let's put that, if the game ends 17-16, you win. I think Washington gets at least 14. I think Tampa Bay gets at least 20, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
Easy cover right there.
Yep.
If we're talking 10 points and you guys are going through all of your odds that you put up here, look for a really low total or a really high total. Like, for instance, Detroit, 52.5. If you want to take Detroit down to 42.5, maybe a great play, or take them up to 62.5. Like, the 10-point tease is sweet. You got to love it. All right. Kev, we're going long here, but we're going to wrap it up, guys. Pop-up prop show. Kevin and I love fantasy football. We love betting props. We're going to go not snake draft. We'll just go 1-for-1, Kev. I'm going to start pop-up prop show. First prop that I like this week, guys. Baker Mayfield over 247.5 passing yards. I think there's points to score. I think Washington's secondary is terrible. I think Baker at least hits the 250 mark here, bare minimum. There's value there.
Yeah, I got Saquon over 15.5 receiving yards. He catches 2 balls out of the backfield. I feel like he's over that. So yeah, I like that one.
Love it. Working with our prop builder here, put together a little parlay. Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen over 1.5 passing touchdowns, parlayed with over 246.5 passing yards, plus 139. I think we're gonna have a field day, dude. I think Josh could pass for 300 and we could rush for 150. I'm telling you, it's going to be one of those kind of performances. The league is going to be put on notice. The Buffalo Bills are still here. Kev, who do you like next?
No one circles the wagons
like the Buffalo Bills.
I got Justin Jefferson anytime TD plus 129. If anybody's catching a touchdown on that Viking squad, it's going to be him. He might have 2.
Yeah, you're getting plus money with Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
The whole market's down on Justin Jefferson. I picked him up number 8 in a draft the other day. I don't know, man. He's probably the best wide receiver in the league, talent-wise.
Yep.
Situational-wise, obviously not, but talent-wise, I mean, yeah, dude. We talked about this earlier. You were asking about it. Zamir White over 56.5 rushing yards. Both these teams are going to want to establish the ground game. Zamir White is the lead back there, the clear-cut number 1 running back. He's going to go for probably 75, 80 yards. I think you're getting a ton of value at 56.5 rushing yards here.
Yep. Yeah, they're going to run the rock.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray over 1.5 passing TDs plus 112. They're going to have to throw it to keep up with the Bills. That's why I like that. Pure and simple. I mean,
fair enough.
If you're telling me Allen's going to go for 302 scores and they're going to score 40, they're going to have to throw it. Arizona is. So I like that. I like that over on that 1.5.
Fair enough, dude. I've seen Rashee Rice catch some crazy balls and go for a ton of yak. I was so high on Rashee Rice in fantasy this year. I grabbed him as many places as I could when I could. Dude,
it's funny.
Stud last year. I mean, come on.
Second half, yeah. It's funny how literally it takes 1/2 of a game. Anybody who got Rashee Rice was like, dude, he should have went much earlier than he did. Dude, like it took a half of football.
Dude,
half of football.
Wait for our Monday show, dude. Overreaction Monday is going to be awesome.
Lit.
Awesome. I love it. So, okay. Kev likes Kyler Murray over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Maybe.
Situation will make it happen, I think.
I'll tail off that real quick. James Conner over 52.5 rushing yards. yes, Kyler's going to have to throw the ball, but the best defense is going to be their offense. They need to stay on the field and offense to keep Josh Allen off. James Conner, we're susceptible to the run. I think we'll be a little bit better this year, hopefully. If not, dude, James Conner over 52.5 rushing yards. I know they got Trey Benson, but he's not ready to take those kind of snaps yet.
He's not ready.
No. I think Conner goes for 60, 65, which puts him plenty of value, 8 to 15 yards of value here. All right. Round us out, Kev.
Yep. I've got a little bit of your Bills action here. I got James Cook over 17.5 receiving yards.
Yeah.
Kind of same thing as Barkley. I mean, if I feel like he catches 2 passes, he's right there. So
yeah.
A lot of dump offs to him. I feel like that's a pretty easy one too.
Yeah, honestly, he might be able to get that in one.
Yeah.
I think you could win that in one play. I think Cook's going to have a long 20, 25, 30-yard reception. My last one, another parlay. I parlayed Kenneth Walker, 1 touchdown, with Kenneth Walker over 16.5 carries. Broncos suck at defending the run. I know they got Charbonnet, had a few Charbonnets, what of it? Shout out Miguel. I know they got Charbonnet in the backfield. They're going to want to pass the ball, but they're going to set this up with Kenneth Walker rushing it, dude. Look for Kenneth Walker to tote the ball 20 times, control the ball on the ground. I look for him to get in the end zone. This was like plus 180, I believe. I don't have the odds up, but it was almost double the money. So I think it was like plus 180, plus 190. Yeah. So that's the show, guys. Long one, our longest one yet. A lot of action. We love it. There's action left. There's action right. There's action in front of me. Let's not forget here. We cashed our first 2 joint plays of the season. Baltimore. First scoring play of the game. Baltimore touchdown plus 210. Derrick Henry anytime touchdown minus 126. Dude, we should have parlayed them if we could. I mean, shit, What are we doing? Kevin's got under 46.5 in this game. We'll be sweating that out. I got Baltimore plus 9 over 40.5 in this game. We're looking for a middle there. We're looking to both go 3 for 3. We got college football action. We got prop action. We'll be tweeting all of this out. Guys, this season's going to be fun. We're going to be doing a lot of fun shit. We're going to be podcasting together. We're going to be streaming from different locations. We're going to put together some fun bets between Kevin and myself, some gruesome punishments between ourselves. We were talking about it offline.
I'm in on that. We're going to have to figure that out.
No spoilers, but we're going to be putting together some fun shit, guys. It's going to be a fun year. Football is back. Don't forget, guys, we're brought to you by Kayak Pools. If you're in Buffalo, guys, the summertime is winding down. Start thinking about your pools next year. You're going to be looking at Kayak Pools. Make your backyard a fun, relaxing family environment, guys. Start thinking about it now. We talked about it all show. We get all our lines. I'll place all our bets, betus.com. Promo code DUE, 125% deposit match. What's not to like, guys? Prop Builder, Racebook. We're going to be dipping into NHL, NBA, college basketball. You know, we might have a show every night of the week at the rate this is going, Kev.
I have to quit my day job.
Hey, let's quit it together. That's all I got. Kev, Good to be seen, dude.
No one to blame. Have a good night. Football, baby. Finish off with the Chiefs' loss.
2 for 2. Let's go.